Hi guys, I'm Nazmus Sibab and you are watching Gateway Solution. In this video, I am going to solve an array question from Lead Code, and question is really simple and amazing. And question goes like this: given an array nums, write a function to move all zeros to the end of it while maintaining the relative order of the non-zero element. So basically, question is like this: we have some input array, and in that array, when we will find a zero, we have to move it to the last. Else, simply place it to the position which is empty. In this case, the empty position is first index, so 1 will be placed, and 3 at second index, and 12 at third index, and we have find 0 two times, so 0 will be placed here. Now we will try to come out with the solution of this particular question. So first, again, we will understand and we will make our understanding complete. So let's take an example. Suppose first element is 0, next element is 2, and again next element is 0, then 3, and I will give index to this array, and let's give index as usual 0, 1, 2, and 3, and length of this array is going to be 4, right? Now in our approach, what we will do, we will introduce a pointer j, and what we will do after that, after introducing pointer, when we will encounter a value which is not equal to element value which is not equal to 0, then we are going to store that particular element value into ARR of j plus plus. By incrementing, we have done post increment here, and we are going to store this particular value. And again, here we need one counter. If value not equal to 0, suppose value becomes 0, then what we will do? If value becomes 0, then what we are going to do, we are storing in count variable that how many times, how many 0 we found in this complete array. So we are going to increment count. So this is the solution. I will write a pseudocode once again for clear understanding, and pseudocode will go like this. We will initialize two variables, j equal to 0 and count equal to 0, and we will iterate over the array from 0 to n minus 1. And if we will find array value of array of I not equal to 0, if we find something like this, what we are going to do, we are going to do post increment of j, and after doing post increment of j, we are going to store array of I value into it. And else, which means that our array I position, at ith position we don't have 0, which in that condition, what we will do, in that condition, we are going to increment count. And yeah, this is the solution and this is the pseudocode. Now we will proceed toward our solution and we will see how we will achieve the output. Let's minimize it, minimize this one also, and go to code and bring it here for reference. We are going to introduce two variable, int j equal to 0 and count equal to 0, and we are going to use for each loop here for int I equal to nothing, no equal to for int I, because we are going to use for each loop and nums. And in this loop, what we are going to do here, if I not equal to 0, then we are going to do ARR of j plus plus. It is post increment. This statement will get executed first, then j will get incremented. And else, we are going to increment count simply, which means that else means that I value is 0. So we are going to count how many times I is going to be 0. So this whole pseudocode will do what? This whole pseudocode will do this. Let's understand. This whole pseudocode will do what? This whole pseudocode, when I is 0, we have 0. So our count value become 1. And when I is 1, we have 2. Since it is not 0, so j will get incremented, and at j is 0th position at index 0, array of I is going to get sit, which is here the element is 2, and 2 will come here. And again, I will get incremented, and at this position again we have 0, so our count will get incremented. Now it is going to become 2. And at index 3, we are now at index 3. So we are now at index 3, and at index 3, we have value 3. And is 3 not equal to 0? Yes, 3 is not equal to 0. So array of j plus plus, now our j will get incremented and j will become 1. And at this position, array of I will sit, which is 3. And now we are left out with this 2 position, and we have count 2. And these 2 positions are empty for now, so we have to run again. This is not a nested for loop. We are going to write a separate for loop, and in this for loop, what we are going to do, for int I equal to count, we are going to start with this count, and the count will be 2. So I equal to count and I greater than 0, and I plus plus. In this case, what we are going to do here, we are going to store in array of, first we will find the length of array. Length of array is 4. So array of length of array ARR dot length, and in that I will subtract I. So 4 minus 2 will be 2, and at second index our first 0 is going to sit equal to 0, and at second index our 0 is going to sit and it will sit here, and now I will become I is count, and I will here we have to decrement I, not increment. So I was 2 earlier, now I is 1. So array of length 4 minus 1 will be 3, and we are at index 3, and array of at index 3 we are going to store again 0. So after that I will become 0, and I should be greater than 0. There is a condition, so this loop will break and we got the output. Now we will update our code once again. So what we have to do here, again use same for loop for int I equal to count, and I should be greater than 0, and I minus minus. And what we will do here, ARR of not ARR, we have nums of I cached it, otherwise we are going to get lots of error. We have to make nums everywhere. Nums, what we have to do in nums, inside nums we have to first nums dot length minus I, and in this we are going to store 0, and that's it. I hope we will get the output, and let's submit it. We are getting array index out of bound exception, and it is because of because of this we are using for each loop, and we don't have to use array our element is I itself. We don't have to use nums of I. So I think now everything is fine, there's no problem. I will try to submit once again. Yeah, it got accepted, and now let's see how we performed. How is our solution, is it optimal or not? You are here, your runtime beats 100% of Java submission. Guys, it's amazing, and consider sharing and subscribing. Hopefully you like the video. Thank you.